Hello, my name's Aaron. Today I'm going to do another tutorial. This one is a song by Julien by the name of Rejoice. And I really love this song. So, thought I'd teach it to you. Tuning is drop D, which essentially is standard with a low D on your bass string. Your lowest E string is tuned to D. Sounds like this. Open. Yeah, and I think in the recording, especially the one that I'm talking about from an Audio Tree live session, I think it's in. She's playing in drop D flat. So you just do a regular drop D tuning and then drop all your strings down one more half step. Pretty simple. But that's just probably for means of singing. I don't know why she does that. Sounds better. She likes the way it sounds. Either way, drop D and drop D flat, the shapes are going to be exactly the same. So yeah, whichever one you choose. And the song is pretty simple. It's really just two sections. These opening chords for the verses. I'll go ahead and use a pick. I'll stay true to Julian's method of playing this, even though I never use a pick. Sounds alright. Never use a pick, so I'm just practicing a little bit. But I do love this song, and that's the way that she plays it, so I'll go ahead and play it that way. But you can use your hands. I use my hands often. Find it a little easier to do those arpeggios. That's just because I'm more used to finger picking, so if you're better with the pick one up, because that's no pun intended. That is the way that she plays it. So first chord shape. The two chords in the beginning in the verses are actually the same shape. They're just being moved down the fretboard. So if you're familiar with this C over G shape, like if you're in standard and you're playing a C with a G in the bass, it's basically just like a C, but you're moving your ring finger up to hit the G, and then you're putting your pinky where your ring finger was. So you move that up to the 10th fret, and I'll do the fret numbers and fingerings. Your ring finger's here at the 10th fret, your pinky's at the 10th fret. That's the 10th fret of your low D string, your pinky's at the 10th fret of your A string. Your middle finger's going to be at the 9th fret of your higher D string. D string, your G string is open. Your B string is fretted at the 8th fret with your pointer finger, and then your E string is also open. Giving you this chord, kind of open, neat sounding. Well, it has all these higher register notes, but then you also get these notes in here, and they kind of drone in the background throughout this section. So. The exact same shape. You just move it down to the 5th fret, so your ring finger's at the 5th fret of your D string, your pinky is at the 5th fret of your A string, middle finger is at the 4th fret of your higher D string, G string is open, B string is fretted at the 3rd fret with your pointer finger, and E string's open still. You're just switching between these two chords. Walking around, jumping the train tracks. Yeah. So that's the whole verse. Both verses are saying over that. And then the more chorusy section, I guess, probably not a traditional chorus, but the next section is played over this riff here. And I looked at the tab for this, and I don't think it's quite tabbed correctly. I'll tell you about it when I get there. But first part of the riff is you want to make this shape here. You want to bar your low D string and your A string with your pointer finger, and then your pinky is coming up here to hit or your ring finger, I mean you can use whatever, is coming up here to the 5th fret of your higher D string. And then you can pull that back, slide it back, or just do like a pull off. Either way, they sound fairly similar. Similar enough. Then you're going up to this shape here where your low D string is open. Your middle finger is on the 5th fret of your A string, and your pointer finger is on the 4th fret of your higher D string. Then you're hammering on to the 5th fret of your higher D string. So, oops. Then you just move your middle finger up to the 5th fret of your low D string. And, kind of arpeggiate that. Oops, that's why. And these are just like straight up arpeggios down the chord with the extra hammer-ons and things added. And then the last part of that section, after you do, you're going to hammer onto the 3rd fret of your A string. And this is where I think it might be a little wrong on the tab on like Ultimate Guitar or whatever. They want you to slide that back to the 4th fret, but I think what she's doing is hitting the 3rd fret of her A string again, so I'll play them both. I mean, I think the second way sounds more right. That note doesn't sound like it's in the song. So when you finish your, like, you just come back and hit that 3rd fret. Yeah, that sounds way more right to me. And then to transition into the next, like, back to the verse parts, you're just kind of do like a strum at this. Here, I'll do it. Demonstrate it for you. So yeah, I'll just do a quick run through of the song, and I'll just do like one run through the verse, one run through the riff, and you can like contextualize all that stuff. I'm gonna do it with my hand because I like to. That's the whole song, really. I threw in the pullback from 5 to 4 on the part that I said was wrong there. So don't do that. Or do it. I mean, I think it will technically work in the song, but I'm almost positive she does. She's not pulling on or hammering on anywhere. She just comes back and hits that. this helps. Really love this song. For somewhat personal reasons. But people who are good at listening to lyrics can probably surmise what those personal reasons are. But I feel like it's a very pertinent song for the times. I think there are a lot of people out there who've kind of felt this way, especially like recovered addicts who were deep in the addiction world and saw all the pain and horror that can bring. Especially, it's hard when you're I guess when you're addicted to something to appreciate the things that normal people who aren't necessarily addicted to anything appreciate. And that's loose, and these are there's gradations of that. Not everybody, it depends on what you're doing and depends on what you're addicted to, depends on how deep you go in. But it's really hard to see what you're doing to yourself and the people that you love, and even the other addicts that you love, when you're deep in like the addiction world. So and it doesn't even necessarily apply to addiction. You could apply the song to a lot of different things. I think it's mostly just kind of a song that outlines the guilt that one can feel, almost like and I think this word or this phrase has a little bit of a different connotation these days, but like a survivor's guilt, or the things you don't think about when you're in the throes of something. But yeah, and I guess there's just one line in particular that makes me think that. But it's such a powerful song. Julien Baker's a really excellent songwriter and has a very powerful voice. That's why I don't sing this song ever, because I can't sing it like she does. And if I can't sing a song, and that's probably not a good reason to not sing songs, but I don't know. I feel like the way that she does it is just perfect for the song. So it's hard for me to want to sing it when I know that I can't necessarily do it justice in the way that I think justice needs to be done by it. Doesn't mean there's not a way I can find out how to sing it that's good, but haven't found it yet. And that was a bit rambly, but I really do love this song. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. It's definitely not all I have to say, but it's probably all I should say, or else this video is going to be 2 hours long. But I hope this helps. This is a guitar tutorial, by the way, in case you forgot after the 5 minutes of talking I just did. But yeah, hope that helped. And if it doesn't, let me know. But thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day. I'll catch you later.